again guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from anything I've really done before. I was tagged on Instagram by the Thirsty Thrifters, who I will link down below. They are awesome fun to watch and also really fun to follow on Instagram as well, so I'll pop both their YouTube channel and their Instagram handle down in the description. You should definitely go check them out. Anyway, I was tagged in a 19 questions about yourself post. I haven't really done any of these before, like the ask me anything and whatever, but I figured this would be kind of fun. I watched their video, I thought it was a hoot, and I decided to go ahead and join in. So that's what this is going to be today basically. It's going to be me talking a little bit about myself, a little bit less about reselling, which is of course what this channel is usually about. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Question number 1. What does your channel name mean? Okay, I get this question a whole bunch. The Poetry of Nice, I know it sounds really abstract, but essentially it is like my personal and professional ethos, if that makes sense. It basically reflects my very personal beliefs that there is sort of poetry or romanticism, whatever, that can be found in everything that we do, big or small, as long as we do it with a kind heart. I know that's really soppy. I'm sorry if that's too much for some people, but that is where the name came from. Number 2, where were you born? I was born in Rinteln, West Germany, so that gives my age away a little bit as well. I was actually born on like a military base. My parents were in the Air Force, so I was born over there, but I was raised, as you can probably tell by my accent, in the UK. Question number 3 is where are you now? I actually now live in East Tennessee. I met my husband over here when I was in my early 20s and we had a whirlwind romance, and I moved over here on a visa. We got married, we now have 3 kids, and I've been here now for just over 8 years. Number 4. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite sex? So I actually do know the answer to this, and it's kind of embarrassing. So my name, I say Carly, my full name is Carleen, which is like, it's German essentially. My father and all of his side, that paternal side, is all German from heritage, and my mother is English. And so my name, if I was a boy, was apparently going to be Karl Heinz. I am forever grateful that I was not born a boy, because that is not a name I would have particularly liked to have donned. No offense to anyone out there with that name. But yes, much more German than just Carly. What is your eye colour? Blue. What is your favourite candle scent? Question number 6. That's a good question. And bizarrely enough, I have a very specific answer for it. It is called Witch's Brew, and it's by Yankee Candle. It's obviously a Halloween type scent. I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but it's really nice, and I absolutely love to burn it all the way through October, so there you go. Number 7, can you cook? I would say yes. I'm not sure my husband would necessarily agree. We'll see. I do have a tendency to dry out meat, but other than that, I like to think that I cook. I cook from scratch most days. I do favour the old crock pot because it's super easy to use and I don't have to scramble around at dinner time, the witching hour in my house with my kids where everybody loses their mind. But yeah, I think so. Number 8, what is your astrological sign? Cancer, which means I'm a homebody and I'm super emotional. Yay! Number 9, what do you fear about getting older? That's really deep for a YouTube video. Sickness, I suppose. Sickness, being alone, like many people would say, especially like in very old age. Most of us who have older relatives and stuff will see that when people start to pass away and other people have busy lives and things like that, you do tend to spend more time on your own, and I'm a very family oriented person. So I imagine that's something that I won't much enjoy potentially about older age. Number 10, what is the last thing that you bought? I can't remember. I went grocery shopping yesterday, does that count? Oh, I do know. It was some charcoal pencils and a new kneaded eraser for drawing, which is one of my hobbies. So yes, that's the last thing that I bought for myself, at least. Number 11, what is your favourite holiday? I feel like I should say Christmas because Christmas is, you know, jolly, but it's Halloween. I love Halloween. It is just one of my favourites. I like everything from the spooky to the not spooky. My whole family are into it. Come August, we're all about the creepy crawlies. Number 12, what is your guilty pleasure? And then it says Urban Dictionary definition. When you enjoy a type of music or particular program, but you are too ashamed to admit you listen to it, watch it to your friends and family. I'm not really ashamed, but my guilty pleasure would go somewhere. It used to be musical theatre. I used to be all about musical theatre, and that kind of drained out of me as I was getting older. Disney. Anybody who sort of watches this channel for a little while will know that Disney is sort of my thing, and it's my family's thing as well. We absolutely love it. We adore it in all capacities. Our entire family is obsessed with the Frozen 2 soundtrack right now, and I am not ashamed to admit that on the internet. Number 13, what show do you binge watch? So I don't really binge watch anything necessarily. Most of the shows that we're watching right now come out just like per week, but the shows that we really like at the moment are Castle Rock. We really like Barry when that's out. We're super into The Mandalorian right now. If you have Disney Plus, you should check that out. It's a really good Star Wars like spin-off series, which I'm not a super Star Wars person, but this is really good. That's all I can think of right now. Oh, I also have a bit of a guilty pleasure to do with House Hunters. I cannot help myself. I could binge watch that for sure. Number 14, what item do you never leave the house without? A diaper bag. And I've said that for like the last 6 years. I don't go anywhere without a diaper bag, because the moment that I leave without a diaper bag, I desperately need something in the diaper bag. So that's kind of my my hang-on item right now. And I have invested in one that isn't too heinous to look at, but I only have one kid left in diapers now. They still need like changes of clothes and 12,000 snacks, of course, but hopefully we'll be sort of weaning out of the diaper bag stage here in the next couple of years. Fingers crossed. Are you an evening person or a morning person? Both. Reluctantly. So I use my early mornings in order to get up and work my business, my reselling business that I talk about here on this channel, and I use my evenings to pursue personal enrichment, if you like, to do with like hobbies or sort of other career goals that I may have. So yes, both. All the hours are filled throughout all the day. Number 16, what is your favourite movie genre? Horror. I'm a big horror movie fan. I have been since I can remember, and I've been watching movies, like very much into the classics and that kind of stuff. Again, in this house we're big like Universal Monsters fans and things like that. We really like that kind of stuff, like Hammer horror. So I do like a good horror movie, but that's not all that I like. I like plenty of other stuff as well. Disney movies, there's a bit of a contrast there, I know. And yeah, all kinds of stuff really. We like to, quite eclectic. We like to watch a lot of different movies. Number 17, what's good in your life right now? Ooh, there's a thinker. Everything. I mean, you know, there's good days and there's bad days, and there's conflict and there's peace and joy and all that kind of stuff, but everything is good. Everything is, you know, it's nice. I'm very blessed right now with my life. Like, things are starting to get a little bit more settled, and I'm starting to hopefully pursue a few more things that are a little bit more self-focused. That's not meant to sound like selfish or anything like that, but anyone with small children who are slowly becoming more independent will probably relate. You put a lot of things tucked away in drawers, put to the side, you know, things that, I don't want to say like hopes and dreams, but you know what I mean. You know, you tuck a lot of things away in order to focus on them and focus on your family and try and take care of business. And hopefully 2020 is going to be a year where I start to unpack some of those things and, you know, pursue some stuff outside of just work and motherhood. Yes. Number 18, are you an introvert or an extrovert? So I am, I would say like 95% introvert with the ability to look like an extrovert. I'm actually really quite shy in real life, like not just talking to a camera, and I also am one of those people who absolutely recharge when they're by themselves, like completely by themselves. That's something that's super necessary for me. I also like tasks or challenges that are very like solitary. I like to kind of put my head down and just get on with things. Although at the same time, I do kind of like the collaborative process. I don't know, who really is just an introvert or an extrovert? It's sort of layers, right? Like, it's a complicated thing. So I would say, as most people are, a little bit of both. All right, number 19, what is your biggest accomplishment? I mean, super cheesy, but I have to say, like, my family, right? My kids, having my kids, raising my kids, balancing things and having not yet gone insane. That's probably my biggest accomplishment so far, as well as just, you know, improving year over year. Like, I think it's an ongoing thing in a way, you know. What's that saying? practice makes progress. I love that saying. Too much of like the practice makes perfection and, you know, wanting to put everything that looks good already out there for everybody to see. I'm a big believer in being like, hey, check out the process, just because that's what helps people the most and that's what's usually most relatable. So I would say my biggest accomplishment is just continuing to try, continuing to progress, continuing to improve in the different things that I'm doing, and yeah, just keeping my chin up. Make do and mend, as they say in the UK. All right, and that's it. That's the 19 questions. I hope that was vaguely entertaining to somebody out there. Maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure. But let me know some cool stuff about you down in the comments. Like, what kind of movies do you like? What do you like to do when you are not reselling? That's something that I always enjoy hearing about, because we're not just resellers, are we? We're so much more. So let me know down in the comments how you kind of, you know, chill out, basically, when you're not working and trying to build a business and on social media and all the stuff that comes with reselling online. Let me know what you do to decompress. Maybe we can learn from each other, who knows? All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you have any more questions, like about me, my business, anything along those lines, feel free as well to throw those down in the comments. If I get enough, I may do a like ask me anything video, but we'll just see if there's anything out there that anybody still wants to know. Okay, and along with the 19 questions that I just answered, I'm gonna put them down in my description box, and I'm gonna tag 3 more YouTubers to go ahead and answer them. So the ones I'm gonna tag today are Christine from Little Black Hanger. I'm also gonna tag Denali from El Ducho Thrifts, and I'm going to tag Courtney from Common Threads. So hopefully they'll be interested in sharing a little bit more about themselves too. Alright, you guys, I will catch you in the next video. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button down below if you don't mind. Come back and hang out some more, and I'll talk to you soon.